Youth unemployment has reached a record high. With an estimated 1.2 million young people out of work, the unemployment rate for people aged 16 to 24 has gone up to 21.1% from 20.5%. We set out to investigate what help there is for young people, starting with Jack Dillon from the Leeds Unemployment Action Group.
Well, my name's Jack Dillon. I'm 21 and I was unemployed for about a year and a half. Unfortunately, I was made redundant from my last job. I've basically, when I was unemployed myself, I had very bad experiences at the job centre. For instance, one of the main problems I faced was that they tried to make me do something called manager work activity, which is another form of workfare, where I was told to if I want to claim my job seekers allowance still, I had to go about working inside a charity shop for 30 hours a week. At first, I was completely clueless as whether or not my jobs advisor was telling me the truth or not. But through going to the website called Boycott Workfare, I managed to find advice and material that highlighted the fact that I shouldn't be doing manager work activity if on the condition you're already doing your own voluntary work, which I was. I'm basically now working, but I'm still very active in help with workfare and unemployment issues. Well, the Leeds Unemployment Action Group is a group that goes around campaigning around unemployment issues. We set up last May, where I made a speech at a May Day rally, where I said I'm interested in setting up some unemployment support group for those in Leeds. And from there, we took it forward with like-minded people who had a similar interest in helping set up some unemployment support group. What we went about doing was going outside job centres in Leeds and distributing material that's relevant for those who are unemployed. For instance, information and advice that can help them if they're, for instance, going to be threatened with a sanction or going to be threatened to be put on the work programme. Other things we've been doing along in helping the unemployed is going around campaigning and highlighting businesses like McDonald's and Tesco's that are involved in workfare. Basically what workfare is a scheme where if you're unemployed for 6 months, you can be forced to work for your benefits up to 40 hours a week. We believe that morally and ethically that's wrong, as it undermines existing wages for paid employees, and also the fact that benefits should be a universal right, it shouldn't be on a condition. So we go around leafleting outside places like Tesco's and McDonald's and Leeds and informing the public and raising awareness that these businesses are involved in workfare.
At the moment, I've actually been made redundant, so I'm just out at the moment, just at the centre of Leeds, really, just having a look around.
Quite a bit. I've worked for the uni and outside the uni, so yeah, quite a few skills as well.
I used to work for quite a large publication company. I left university about 2.5 years ago. And then, unfortunately, just due to the nature of what's going on in just the print industry, really, it's just unfortunate that our centre just ceased to exist, really.
I'm currently at university and I'm graduating this year. I've had like part-time jobs in the past, like just waitressing and stuff.
Actually, it's not as bad as people make out. Like, there's quite a few jobs out there, but you've got to like kind of make sure you make your CV work to what they want, really, what it is.
I think it's really difficult. I've got a friend who's been looking for work since September and he's not had much luck.
I think people are sort of disillusioned by what exactly is going on. I think people need to look more into what's actually happening in the economy and sort of make themselves a bit more informed, really. I think it's a lot of doom and gloom to say, oh no, you can't find a job, but people either can't, they don't want to go out and look for it, or people have a lot of opinions of what they're worthy to do, and what people invest their time in doing as well, I think.
Melanie Parker is the Business Development Manager at the Job Shop, a special branch of employment advisors working with Leeds Metropolitan University helping undergraduates and postgraduates find work.
My name is Melanie Parker and I work for the Employability and Student Progression Centre within Leeds Metropolitan University. We help them in our team by basically working with the students and graduates to feel confident to be able to go to assessment centres or interviews. We fix them up with part-time paid work opportunities and also graduate opportunities, and we have annual graduate recruitment fairs as well. It varies from time to time. Obviously, when everybody's here, then it's really busy, and we will normally recruit probably is about 6,000 students a year. Very. It's very successful. It really is part of Leeds Met University life, student life. We payroll and process basically about 40,000 student hours per month, so that is students earning money and being able to gain the relevant skills and experience from the work.
Michael Crimmins is the manager of the Shed Bar in Leeds. He employs many young people for full and part-time work.
Mikey, I'm the manager of the bar, and the bar's a rocking indie venue, so we play all rocking indie music all the time. We have like live events every now and again, playing bands, and it's just like a fun place for people to come, chill out, drink, chill. It's not like a pretentious sort of place at all, so you can just be yourself in here, no one really cares. Depends whether you're full-time or part-time. Like full-timers work anything between 45 to 55, and part-timers will work anything between like 10 and 20. Quite quickly, like there's always lots of turnover with staff. Like there's like lots of people wanting a job in a bar, so it's like if someone leaves, it's quite quickly replacing them. It's like it's not like ruthless or anything. It's just sort of, you know, there's lots of people wanting jobs in bars because it's a fun job to do. People with like a big personality and like who are confident with people. Like you've got to sort of have fun talking to people, have a laugh. Like you can't take yourself too seriously because like drunk people are going to have a bit of banter with you, and if you do and have an argument with them, then it's not going to end well. It's just better off, you know, like having a nice, funny personality that you can make people laugh and have a good time. You can't have one without the other in a bar. Like you've got to have some full-timers and some part-timers, because if you have all full-timers, then there's not going to be enough flexibility. So like you need like the part-timers to cover the full-timers to cover the part-timers, and it won't work one without the other, because obviously the full-timers have got a stronger skill set, the part-timers are helped on by the full-timers. It's all like a mesh together sort of thing, so you need both. Like I don't really prefer one over the other.
Well, we help young people by, the same as unemployed, unfortunately, by giving as much information as we can to young people. Specifically, though, we do try and highlight certain areas that do affect young people particularly. For instance, the fact that there's a lower tier of job seekers allowance if you happen to be under 25, for instance. We believe that's utter age discrimination. We believe if you're unemployed, you should get the same level as job seekers allowance as a person, say, is over 24. It shouldn't be a case of just because you're younger, you get a different amount. But as for young people, again, they're more susceptible to being put on the work programme. So again, we try and really highlight, particularly young people outside job centres, that people inside the job centre may particularly pick on you, simply because they think, oh, they're young, they're vulnerable, they might not know much. So we try and really give them as much information as possible, really. When we're doing our protests, what we normally do is we give advance notice. So we create go on our Facebook and create like a Facebook page where we say we're going to have a day of action, and also go on Twitter, and also link it to the main website called Boycott Workfare that Leeds Unemployment Action Group is part of. As for the protest itself on the day, we normally go outside shops, stand outside, say, the front entrance, and we normally have banners that say boycott workfare. The other banners we use, for instance, one with that says Unite Community Fight Back. Unite is a trade union that has just sprung up with a community programme for the unemployed. We also have leaflets that we distribute to members of the public that informs them in just simply very short bulletins what workfare is and why it's bad, not just for the unemployed but also for the economy as well. And we sometimes also happen to do a few shouts and chanting. They're trying to raise their voices outside these shops as well.
Using our process and our freedom. So, what kind of thing to say to us? Ask me or anything? Or yeah?
How do you think that was?
Well, depends how it went. I think we did quite a good job, even though unfortunately we were kicked out.
Yeah.
Eventually, at least we did highlight to members of the public our concern about the unemployed being used for free labour, and obviously that's unfortunately what happens. You know, not much you can do about it. But you know, if you're going to be coerced and forced, then we've got no choice but to leave. But that said, no, we've done a good job of the time that we had.
Yeah.
To be quite frank, it's an absolute lie and spin that government are putting on it. For instance, one of the things they say is that unemployment is falling, but this is very misleading. The reason being is if unfortunately you have to be put on the work programme, that's workfare, and if you're contracted out with a workfare provider, say being A4E, or you're no longer counted in the official unemployment statistics. So when people like Ian Duncan Smith, for instance, come out on the news and say unemployment has been falling, what he's actually figure he's got there is the people who are unemployed but not on the work programme. Recent statistics have just suggested that since the work programme's come in, that's in 2010, up to 900,000 people have been placed on it. So those 900,000 people don't actually count in the official unemployment statistic. Also, the fact when it comes to unemployment figures as well, what's not highlighted is the amount of people who are doing like part-time work as well. For instance, those people in part-time work but have like to work full-time. So the figures for unemployment are hugely misleading in the mainstream media.
It is a bit of a tough one, that one. I think the media does try to dissuade students and graduates from feeling that there's a lot of work opportunities out there. There actually is a lot of work opportunities out there. It's just slightly different at the moment. You've got a lot of activity within SMEs, which is small, medium enterprise. And so I would say, yes, there are a lot of jobs out there at the moment.
Fortunately, the current rate is that the economy is in, it can only get worse. But if it's going to get worse, then it will always be organisations like us, Leeds Unemployment Action Group, to boycott workfare, to trade unions like Unite Community, who will be prepared to be at the front of the battle against unemployment issues and workfare. I mean, sadly, it's been in the news recently. It looks like we're heading for a triple dip recession, and this is going to have a negative effect, unfortunately, on young people and those who are unemployed. And there's already been in articles like, for instance, the New Statesman, which have highlighted if the economy does grow, it's likely that unemployment is going to be the last of the recovery. The reason being is that those in part-time work at the moment who want to work full-time, if the economy does pick up, it's likely that those in part-time work will be given a full-time job. So it's very sadly, the way it's going to go is that those unemployed are going to find it really a real struggle to get even the first step on the ladder, first step in the door of getting a paid job.
I don't think it's that bad, especially in bars, because like the bar industry's like booming at the moment. It's really busy all the time. So like Fridays and Saturdays, like you need more and more staff all the time to get busier and busier. Like it definitely is here, sort of thing. Like so, I think it's quite easy as long as you put yourself across well and like have a nice personality, can make people laugh. Like the best thing you can do in an interview for a bar is make the person laugh like you're talking to, because they're gonna have a good sense of humour because they already work in a bar. You've got to, it's imperative, sort of thing. yeah, it's quite easy at the moment, I think.
I think it will get better due to the emerging industries that we've got coming to the forefront of graduate recruitment. So, for example, digital media is a huge recruiter of graduates now. Social media is massive across all different disciplines of business. So I think there is going to be quite a spike up in graduate level jobs.